Clues are given in alphabetical order by their answers. And we're given the grid and the X's. Yes, it's a jigsaw. It's a jigsaw. And we're given the position of all the X's. Oh, I'm sorry, hologram. If it helps, I love games too, but I'm not suggesting anything. I just love board games. So it looks like it's going to be a simple case of a cold solve of all the clues. We're going to stuff them in the grid where we can. Let's just see if I can tweak where my windows are. That's probably gonna... There we go. That's better. Excuse me. So allow me a first go of all the clues. This was set in January 2014. Allow me a first go of all the clues, and yeah. Oh, is each X entry? Well, that's something then. That is a good point. But isn't an X in every answer? So when you say got, so don't shout out the answers until I've gone past them or have asked for a hint or something like that. In this instance, because there's no clue numbers, go with the number on the left-hand side. So that is got 5, G5 if you've got this top one. So, yeah, row number. That's the term I was looking for. Type it in. I've got this one. I've got this one. I've got this one. Hologro's got it. We'll never know which one 7 down is. This is very disappointing. Do we have a 7 down in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that'd be 1. That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing would be there, so it would be this. This would be 7 down. Just going to mark 7 down just for my entertainment. Good evening, Alchemist. It's one of my favourite shirts. I don't wear it very often in company because it's a sporty type fabric, but you can't tell that from here, and it just looks like a normal t-shirt. And I tend to wear just cotton shirts when I'm out and about. So there we go. Top tip for you behind the scenes: type 5 in the chat. Type the answer number 5 in the chat if you think you've got it. I like it. I'm after more things like this, and I can't find them. It's very disappointing. AC/DC, I'm hoping you're all about to write in the chat. Oh, yes, it is the beginning of the Only Connect title sequence. Yes, I'm hoping that you think it's AC/DC. A cooler is AC, air conditioning. Washington is DC, District of Columbia. And Rock Band is AC/DC, so I'm going to put it there. There's probably... Is it technically with a slash? Hang on, isn't that Guns N' Roses that has a slash? Hey! I thank you very much. I thank you. Anyway, a lightning bolt. Okay, well, you're going to get AC/DC without any punctuation. No idea where it goes. Morning belonging to us lovers. Morning belonging to us lovers. At least we know that it's after AC in the alphabet. It's narrowed it down. Perfect catus. Morning. Ah, yes, got this one as well. It looks like the cluing on this one is going to be fairly simple. The one thing I haven't done particularly well is noting where the beginning and end of each clue is, because this one is a 2-line clue, but of course now we haven't got clue numbers. It's not particularly obvious, so I bet I'm going to muck that up at some point. Okay, type the answer to 6 in the chat if you think you've got it. Morning. Good morning. What do you write after your time if it's a morning time? Yes, you write AM, and it's belonging to us. It's ours, and amour is belonging to... it is lovers. So that's AM and ours makes amour for lover. Go leap a buggy at its highest point. Go leap a buggy at its highest point. I've got an answer. I've got an idea. Go. Oh, hang on. Go leap a buggy. Buggy could be an anagram indicator. Yes, and it is exactly that. Where's my paper? I've lost my paper. Here we are. Got my paper. Can't use that one. I've written on it. There's not enough space for me to write other things. This one's an anagram. Buggy is an anagram indicator. It's not a pram. A perambulator. It is not the most common of words, I would agree, Catus, but it's also, in the grand scheme of these crosswords, not terrible. And for those of you interested, the rest of the shirt does continue to look like that. I need an animated background that looks like this and sort of morphs and things like that. I'd like that. Oh, yesterday's. I just love Obra Dinn, Return of the Obra Dinn. Great game. Even if it is squishy in places, it's a great game. Okay, type the answer to 7 in the chat if you think you've got it. So this is an anagram of Go Leap A. It is apogee. So the apogee is the highest point. I'm going to try and put it in the grid there. No. Can't. We need one of the things with X's in. I mean, you could probably do an analysis of the lengths of each of the words. I can't be bothered. Secret spot I tramp around. Secret spot I tramp around. Stash. Oh, it's going to be quite near because we know that the answers are in alphabetical order. It's going to be quite near the beginning of the alphabet, so it probably starts with A or B or C, but I reckon it probably starts with A. I am not spotting it. I tramp. It could be a bum. A tramp could be a bum. Secret spot. Arch, I have absolutely no sympathy for you. Avocado is disgusting, and it should be all over your shirt and not in your face. That is my considered and professional opinion on avocado. Smashed avocado, yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure of this one. What I'm going to do, I think, is not ask for that one. I'm just going to come back to it later, and then when we've got some more, I might see if I can try and work out what it is. My bride totes newborn. Meredith, no. And Goodnight Moon, for example. Goodnight Moon, is that a song? Is that a book? My bride totes newborn. That's got to be a babe or a baby. And Goodnight Moon, for example. Is that like a lullaby? I don't know what Goodnight Moon is. I think I need to know what Goodnight Moon is. It's a book. My bride. My bride. That would be my fiance? Newborn is a baby, surely. Or a tot. No, tot's too old. Going to move on. Connery or Craig's slave. Connery or Craig's slave. I've got an answer, but I don't know if it's correct or not. I'm going to say what I think it is. I think it's Bond? Connery and Craig, they're both Bonds. Is a slave a Bond? If it is, I use it in a sentence would be my Bond slave is a thing. I did wonder if it would be Bonds, but okay. I'm getting the opinion in the chat that that's correct, but is a slightly not PC clue. So I'll take it. Mexican meat sandwiches beginning to irritate travelling worker. Mexican meat sandwiches beginning to irritate travelling worker. You're thinking bondsman. I'll put this in with a question mark then because we don't know. Mexican meat sandwiches. Tacos. Beginning to irritate is I. Oh, hang on. A Mexican meat. So we're after the name of a meat. Yes, here we go. I've got it. I've got the answer. Good. This one, number 12. I do have this one. A Mexican meat. We're after a word that means meat in Mexican, and it's going to sandwich, i.e. stuff in the middle of it, beginning to irritate the letter I. So type it in the chat if you think you got it. I'm wondering. All it says is clues are given in alphabetical order by their answers. So go for this one in the chat if you think you've got it. I've got carne, because chili con carne is the meat, and a travelling worker is a carne. If you put I in the middle of carne, you get carne. So a carnival worker, colloquially known, as a carny. One who waits in France, gives up on climbing steep rock. One who waits in France, who I feel like is going to be the definition. We know it doesn't start with A or B. Narrow your dictionary down, cut those letters out. I think it's with an E, because the Mexican meat would be C-A-R-N-E. So I think we're just going to put an I in there. I think it's Carney with an I. One who waits in France, sommelier mercredi, gives up on climbing, so not anagram, but reversed, steep rock, cliff. I mean, what is maitre d backwards? Deriatem. It's not that. One who waits in France. A cure. A restaurateur. Nope, not spotting that. No good, Nick. Starting to lift, bent rock. No good, Nick. To wait is attendre. So an attendant, attendant. You know, it's got to start with less, not A or B. No good, Nick. Starting to lift, bent rock. A bent lock. Oh, is it an anagram of L? Is it an anagram? No, it's not. No good, Nick. Probably starts with C. Or maybe D. Starting to lift will be L. I'm not doing well on these clues. I was doing so well in getting 5 out of the first 6 or 7. It's all gone wrong. Bent lock, anagram of lock. I want it to be clock, but it isn't. So it won't be that. Next one, in conflict. I think I'll probably get halfway and then we'll do halves and then we'll be able to start putting stuff in. But I'm going to go for a bit longer and flail. In conflict involve Bud wearing retro green. Conflict is probably... I want to say war, but then if it's going to start with a W, that's not good for the alphabet. What conflicts start with C or D or E or F? A tiff, a fight. Is there a fubdite that is a retro green? Involve Bud. Anagram of Bud is going to be put in. Retro green, I want it to be like an olive or a dull green. I am doing great here. Is it a hidden? It's not a hidden. Next one. For a sci-fi movie after The Stranger, picks Time Breakers. So The Stranger, anagram of the. Anagram of the. So let's put it as eth maybe. 4 could be pro. A. It could be A. Sci-fi movie is probably E.T. I'm typing this out just in case. It then looks like a different word. And then picks. Then we get to Time Breakers. Nope, moving on. Oh, okay, this is an interesting one. Saying, why do these effing people keep ending up in my hospital, for example, is out of bounds. This is going to be a sport thing. Is it like cursing or something like that? Is cursing out of bounds in baseball? Or swearing, cursing, oathing. Profaning is out of bounds. Meredith, first letter on this one, please. Well, yeah, so true, Poker. Well, let's see what Meredith's first letter is. Oh, really? F. Cursing. All I've got is cursing. Saying that, for example, is out of bounds. If you're out of bounds, you're not legal in various sports. You're flagging. You are. We could be redacting. We could be. It is American sports. Is it baseball? Because if so, I don't know. Next letter, please. I've got flagging as a potential thing, because flagging on the play or something like that. O. Fouling. Fouling. There we go. Why do these fouling people keep ending up in hospital, for example, is out of bounds. Oh, fouling? Really? Is out of bounds is fouling? I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't get the sporting definition exactly. You can foul someone in normal football, proper football. No, I sold that. I prefer American football. But that's not being out of bounds. Anyway. Catus doesn't like it. Meredith likes it. Arch is not thrilled. But then he's very rarely thrilled. He's so difficult to please. Fouls are not... Exactly, Catus. I'll put a question mark. If a ball lands out of bounds, it's a foul ball. Ah, okay. Decide to bind gagged teen loosely. Decide to bind gagged teen loosely. No. I thought it would be whatever it is to mean decide needs to go around gagged teen, which might mean the middle bit of it, take off the ends of teen, so it's the double E, but I'm not happy with that. Be fouls, actually. So if you say that, you foul. There's something going on there. Decide, opt, pick, choose, plump. To bind gagged teen. If you gag a teen, what do you do to it? you stop. If you gag something, you stop it from speaking. You don't. It's not like naked where you take off the outsides. I don't know. Let's do the next one. Do gents burst from heaven? Do gents burst from heaven? That's good. I like this one. And Hologro's got it. Catus has got it. Go for it. I never break the law, Meredith. I never break the law. Never. It is an anagram of do gents. Do gents burst. And if something's from heaven, it is God sent. No X's currently appearing in the grid. Indian murdered Cain. Indian murdered Cain. I assume that is an anagram of Cain for Inca. Because it's South American Indian, I assume. So I assume that's that. Understanding core of slots attraction in Vegas. Understanding core of slots attraction in Vegas. The understanding. So it's after I now. Ah, yes. Yep. Yeah. This has got a piece of particular crossword ease. If you're from Scotland, you'll understand this clue a little bit better. Okay, go for it, everyone. Hologro Autocatus. Go for it. The core of slots is O, because it is literally the middle letter, and a ken is understanding, because it's, I ken that. Not... and Keno is... What's the difference between Keno and Bingo? Is it basically the same, although you can do different things with different numbers of correct things? It's basically bingo. It's basically bingo. Scottish Girl's Little Donkey. Yep, happy with that. Scottish Girl's Little Donkey. Little donkey, little donkey. You draw more than one at once. Fair enough. Type 28 in the chat if you think you got it, or the answer to 28. The answer is a type of Scottish girl. Little is L. And a donkey is an ass. Combine the two, you get lass. Or Last, yes. King Flanders is wise. King Flanders is wise. Let me just check that. That is it. That is the entirety of that clue. King could be... is wise. Oh, hang on. It's the Shakespeare thing. It's the classic Shakespeare king, isn't it? I assume it's Lear. Flanders is wise. Why is Flanders is wise Lear? I'm assuming the answer is Lear. It's Ned Flanders. I was wondering if it was Ned Flanders earlier, then I forgot about it. Dicks. King Lear, Ned Flanders from El Simpsorinos. And then if you're wise, you are learned. Good clue, like that one. Spy novelist rewriting clearer. Spy novelist rewriting clearer. I have this one as well. Excellent. Hologrow's got it. Go for it. Let's go for a quick one. Hologrow, go for it. You are so quick. And you did have 10 minutes to see it on the screen. I'm hoping you're saying to say Le Carré. It is an anagram of clearer. John Le Carré. Is he still alive? I think he died quite recently, like a couple of years ago. Or is he still alive? Behold! Genuine brand of makeup. Oh, I've got this one. He died recently. I thought he did. Yeah, I thought he did. Behold, genuine brand of makeup. I've got this one as well. Let's type this one in the chat if you think you've got it. Meredith thinks they've got it. Just go for it, I think, on the chat on this one. Behold, lo. Technically, you do need that. But I'm worth it. December 2020. Yeah, sort of medium recently. Something's genuine, it's real. The brand of makeup is L'Oreal. Expert filling. Mr. Sprayer. Okay, so an expert is a pro. And that's going to fill Mr. Are we going to... I feel like something is going to go... Oh, hang on. No. It's the other word for pro. It's the other word for pro. There's two words for pro for an expert. It's not pro, it's an ace. I quite enjoyed that adaptation of The Night Manager. I did quite enjoy it. It was all right. Fantastic title sequence. Type this one in the chat if you think you got it. I don't quite know. So put ace in Mr. MR and you get a mesa. So what is a mesa? I'm actually going to just check. Is it... Because I know a mace is a club. So mesa doesn't quite... It was an usher in a law court in Scotland. Someone who keeps... It's a swindler and a cheat. Someone who keeps order in law. A club. A ceremonial staff. No, that's the mace. It's someone who's pepper spraying. Right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're doing quite well. Some of these you lot had. So can I have some hints? If you've got one of the early ones. So I'm just going to put one of my socks back on. Just the one. Because one of my feet is cold, but the other is not, for some bizarre reason. Okay, hints please. For Secret is a brand. Is it like a Nestle thing? Secret is a brand name. Is it a... it's got to start with either A or B. Is it a type of aphid? I don't know. If I spot, I tramp around. Air? Why have you got your hands in the air, Waterfall? It's an antiperspirant. Okay, so secret is... So BO then. Secret. Oh no, secret spot must be an armpit if it's a deodorant. Got your arms in the air. Okay. A benefit with this type of shirt is you can't quite see the sweat patches. Nice. So why... it's an anagram of I tramp. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What other clues have people solved? I think we had the gagged teen. I think someone had that. I tell you what, we haven't had a single X. So it's an anagram for the Goodnight Moon one. Okay, where is the Goodnight Moon one? It is here. My bride totes newborn and Goodnight Moon, for example. Is it an anagram of my bride? Bed time story. So that's an anagram of my bride totes newborn. Newborn is an anagram indicator. Okay. So maybe... Yeah, they're not X's, are they? They are just locations in the grid that we need to take. That's going to be our meta answer. But look, I'd just like to prove that in the... that's what the grid looks like. It looks like that. So I'm going to highlight them and delete the X's. So bedtime story is 7 and 5, so that's 12, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 12. So it could go there. It could go there. It's going to be one of those two, but we don't know which one. We need B-E-D-T-I-M. Do we have an M and 7 letters? No, we haven't got that yet. E-S-T-O-R. How irritating. Those are all in the second half of the alphabet. Because we can't do this side. Perfect. Yes. Any others? Any others, or shall I move on? Flushingtons! Good evening, everyone. I love the raid message. Hashtag raid message. Good work. Proper thought has gone into that message. I approve. What have you been doing tonight, Raw Flush? I hope you are well. We are solving a crossword where the clues are given in alphabetical order of answers, and we just need to try and fit them in the grid, and we haven't been able to do that so far. So it's going exceedingly well. Ah, yes, the arena. I like the arena, although I don't like the end game. Large container of alcohol made from revolutionary bean variety is for me. Large container of alcohol made from revolutionary bean is for me. So it's those two things. Okay, to question 9. I'm going to put, in your honour, Raw Flush, I'm going to put a sock on. Because one of my feet, the other foot has now got cold. Whole saga with my feet today. They were hot at the start of the stream, so I took my socks off. Now they're both cold. Large container of that. Oh, hang on. It's got to be probably around about the begin with M or N. Nothing worse than cold feet. Oh, that's my work emailing me. I apparently haven't logged off from work properly. Well, we'll see if we get any more emails. Probably I will during the evening. Hi, Dad's work. Yeah, I'll let them know. No, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just start doing all the... That's what I should do. I should have just all the generic sound effects for like WhatsApp and Messenger. Just play them throughout the... No. Bing! Large container of alcohol made from revolutionary bean. Variety is for me. Is for me is mine. So I want it to be something like something mine, but I don't know what's going on. Oh, trousers or no trousers. We're not going to play that game today, Alchemist. Trousers. Commanding officer running through DC attraction with married Mr. X. Commanding officer running through DC attraction with married Mr. X. It's harder when you don't know the lengths of each of these, isn't it? So who won then? Who won and who didn't win? Who won out of Prugs versus Shapes? Because those are both good, excellent people. Commanding officer is usually your XO. Oh, unlucky Prugs. Well done, Shapes. Exo running through DC attraction. Okay. Washington Monument. The Capitol. With married Mr. X. CO. Oh, okay. So we're going to put CO in the middle of a DC attraction. What's the first letter, please? I'm struggling and flailing with all of these. So let's have a M. MoMA is in New York. With married, so we're going to probably put another M at the end. Mr. X, John Doe. Next letter, please. What? The mall. Malcolm. Good clue. So the CO is the commanding officer. That's going through the mall. And then it's with married, which is the M. And Malcolm X is the Mr. X. No idea where we could put that. Moving on. Asian people plod along northward, chasing Jamaican fellow. Where do I start with that one? Asian people plod along northward, traipse, chasing Jamaican fellow. I mean, that's Usain Bolt, surely. That's the only... Could be PC plod. This is an American crossword, so it's unlikely to be that. But, oh, I see what you're saying. There's an X in this clue, so Malcolm could go through one of those. There's an X in this clue, in the word Mexican. Maybe it's something to do with that. Okay, waterfall. Hinty woo, please. But yeah, so it's an American setter, so probably isn't, but is not necessary. I want the Jamaica fellow to be Bolt. But it isn't. Now, waterfall. 2014. Catus. Yes, bedtime story. Doesn't have an X, but it has a space. Oh. Bed. No. It yeah. Play Ya Ya Ding Dong. I haven't actually seen that. But it's only 6. It's only 12. So I can't think of any other. Oh. Meredith has just said something probably very spoilery. Bedtime story has got times in it. Bed. Times. Story. It fits there. Oh, so these X's are going to come back in. We're going to put these back in. Meredith, you're a genius. Genius. And that's good. So that is a rebus, because times is obviously represented by X. Well done. So we got that one in the grid. We can possibly start... This means that this is going to be a very long clue. It's 12 letters as an entry. It's going to be longer than that. Whether they're all times, or they could be maybe by, or anything that can represent S, like kiss. Good work. Let's continue with the solve for the clues. Not sure on this 23, so... not 23, on this 37, so let's have a look at the next one. Bits of matter, unstable, occurring naturally sometimes. Bits of matter, unstable, occurring naturally sometimes. There's time, it's an anagram. I think this is going to be this one. Bits of matter, anagrammed, times is in there. Occurring naturally sometimes. Okay, bits of matter. But that is 12 letters. It is an anagram of frostbit meat. It's also fartbot times. Okay, soft ball, no. Soft, no. Okay, but I think that might be going on there. I may be very much mistaken. Because it could well go here. Occurring naturally sometimes. State of matter. Matter. No. Next clue. One who snuggles up to Candy Maker, sitting next to Head of Reese's. One who snuggles up to Candy Maker, sitting next to Head of Reese's. Head of Reese's is R, and it's sitting next to Candy Maker. All I can think of is Wonka. One who snuggles. Cuddler. Nestler. Nestle. For a Nestler. Could well go there. But we don't have enough. That's my reaction arch, and I'm sticking to it. Next clue. In a new form, pointed and clicked a box, perhaps. In a new form, pointed and clicked a box, perhaps. In a new form, pointed. Is it an anagram of pointed or an anagram of pointed and? Because it'll probably start with the P or the O. I meant to start up Discord, Sensei. I meant to start it up, but I forgot. However, I am there now, but I might have turned the volume all the way down. Or it's now very quiet anyway. So you will be there, but in the background. Is the first letter O, please? Or is it a P? Don't call Scott a worm. I know what you're talking about, but it's fine. So it is O or P. Yep. Opinionated. Clicked a box. I think it must be an anagram of pointed and. All I've got is optioned. You agree to terms and conditions. Cookies, yes. Well, yeah. I was gonna say something, and then it turns out that I was wrong in what I was gonna say, and now I'm talking about the fact that I'm wrong. What's the next letter, please? Oh, you terms and conditions. Oh, of course it's op, but that does not help. Conditions. Oh, of course it's op. That does not help. No! Not me. Not me. And mute. And that's a shame. I found the mute button for him. He's run away. No, that was not work for a change. Next letter, please. And it's going to be an I, which is really going to annoy me. Oh, T. Opt. It's 2 words. Opted in. There we go. There we are. Opted in. Getting rid of last of joints in pleasant trip. Getting rid of last of joints in pleasant trip. Last of joint is S. Pleasant trip. A trek. So we're going to put an S in something that means pleasant trip. And we're going to get rid of. It doesn't make me work harder. It makes me panic. getting rid of, stripping, erasing. That's a shame. There's another line to come, as you well are aware. There's another line to come. And in fact, I will just... Oh, no! No, there isn't! Flippin' heck. Gun takes care of Republican president. Is it Reagan? Gun is to Rev. Takes care of nurses. Or a gun is a pistol and we put an R in it. Takes care of nurses. What types of gun are there? Rifle. What's the first letter here? Oh, it's horribly... I know it's going to be R. Republican president. Robama. If you take care of, you deal with. Oh, no. Not spotting that one either. Struggling with this one. I thought this was going to be fair. I said earlier it was going to be fairly straightforward, and it isn't. Light-hearted diversion introduced to physical therapy right on time. Light-hearted diversion. I was going R for Republican and Obama for the president. So Robama. Or Bush. Or Clinton. Light-hearted diversion, aside or something introduced to physical therapy right on time. Okay, first letter, please. I think it's like a remontillade or something like that. Or, what's the name of that type of theatre? I'm thinking of vaudeville. P. Ooh. Physical therapy is PT. So we're going to put whatever this is. A romp. Perfect. The light-hearted diversion is a romp. Do love a good romp. Introduced to physical therapy, put it in the middle of PT, and you get right on time, prompt. Wipe edges of your emerald lipstick colour. Wipe edges of your emerald lipstick colour. I mean, emerald is green. Lipstick colour is red. Is it just red? If you wipe the edges of yours, you get OU. Emerald is green. And then lipstick. It's not just red. Red gloss. Red green. Are there any three? That's a good point. There are not. It's a very good point. Ruby. And it's not the edges of your are YR. Emerald is ED, but green. Oh no. Okay, arch and hollow. 2 words. Okay. Hints, please. Because I definitely want to solve this one. I'm after some hints. If you wipe, you erase. I feel like it's going to start with R, so I think it's red something. Also a slip of ruby red. White, right, there we go. Rub is wipe. There's your YR, and then ED for emerald. There we go, ruby red. And that by, I think, is going to go here. So we've got ruby red. I think that goes there. Because it's got by in it. And 3 by 4. that's times. That's another X. A second manifestation of Christ ends ills in story about people, about saving a lot of people. Oh, 46. Yeah, let's go for this one. Hints, please, for this 46, please. Gun. If you gun, you rev, but it's got to start with P. Name a president beginning with P. Auto. It's a slang for gun, starting with P. A pistol. Who's got your pistol? If you take care of something. Next letter, please. Peace. Becomes pierce. Excellent. Yes, it's, you carry a piece, and then you get the R of Republican goes into that, and Pierce was a president. So a second manifestation of Christ ends ills in story about saving a lot of people. Feeding of the 5,000. Moving on. Actor Gary's transgression is a bit of envy. Actor Gary, which is going to be Gary Sinise or something like that. Yes, sin is that. It blooming is. It blooming is. Blooming heck. Transgression is sin. Is. Bit of envy is in. You get a Gary. Wow. Zeus scrambled about to check one company's IPO, for example. Zeus scrambled, anagram of Zeus, about to check, so we're going to put to check, and then one company's IPO, or actually probably check one. Company's IPO, for example. Is in the previous clue. So Sue scrambled about to check one company's IPO. It's going to be like stock flotation or something like that, isn't it? Is it an anagram of Zeus with literally to check and then the letter I? Stock. Doesn't quite work for me, but it's something like that. To check could be to tick. That's true. I did think about that. Can it be also to talk? Because stock issue. Is it a stock issue? I want it to be stock issue. But I bet it isn't. Warble J will now confirm that it's not. Yeah. Yes it is. Oh, good. Good. Can we put that anywhere in? That's 10 letters. We've got to be able to do something with that. Kiss. There's your kiss. I said that earlier. So we've got stock, kiss, shoe, UE. Haha. For example, strip involving run. For example, strip involving run. For example, strip. Could be kit, could be uniform. Involving run. So we're going to put the letter R in something. Oh, it's going to be 10. There's going to be a 10 somewhere in there, as well, isn't there? X is 10 in Roman numerals. I was just trying to think what other things could be. For example, stream sovereign, not sure what is going on there. Prenatal son, Rob nudged somewhat from behind. Prenatal feels like it's the definition. Son, Rob nudged somewhat from behind. Something born. Neonate, no. Are you talking about 55 or 56 there, Warble? No. Is it? Really? Prenatal son robbed jobbed somewhat from behind, so it's got to. Somewhat from behind. It's got to go backwards. It's got. Is this a hidden? And it's got to go backwards. Born. Unborn! There we go. Got there at the end. It's literally hidden in Nudged Rob son. Yeah, it is in there. Don't like that one. Not my favourite type of clue. Well informed about coupon clipping company. Well informed about coupon clipping company. Up on, because it's coupon, literally clipping, taking off the company, CO, you get up on. Excellent. Root vegetable from capital of Malaysia. I don't know what the capital of Malaysia is. Root vegetables from capital of Malaysia. Phnom Penh. That's not useful. It's Phnom Penh, isn't it? Oh, I said I'd do it, didn't I? Yep, and it is also the last clue. Root vegetables from capital of Malaysia eaten by running back, perhaps. So, capital of Malaysia is going to be M. Yams? Yes, running back, perhaps. Perhaps is say, it's running back, so it's reversed. Put that M in and you get yams. Yum, 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 yum. Kuala Lumpur. That's what I said, not Phnom Penh. Don't know what you thought I said. Didn't say that at all. Okay, so we're getting there. We can probably put some things in. We're going to have a C. We've got C something, something, something. And that's got to go up here. So it could be this one. It could go here. One who waits in France gives up on climbing steep rock. Cliff. It's just CLIF. The steep rock could be cliff, and one of the F's goes from France gives up. Oh, you spy word with the word, do you? Is it 10? Have we got 10 in one of them somewhere? Well, I've not spotted it, but I will get there. I will get there because we need a... Yams looks placeable. What 4s have we got? We've got here, so therefore we've got here. Those are the only crosses. They're only downs. There's... I'd say there's 3 places it can go. It's strongly looking like it's here. Because then we'd get MU. Have we got MU? Oh, it's going to be something like that. So, is it only those 4? Because we've got, that may or may not be Bond. ACDC definitely is 4. Inca is 4. Kino is 4. Hang on, I've missed some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are the others? there, and there. So hang on in the chat in terms of spoilers. Oh, you're talking about where that is. Mark Evie's got a clue, but I don't know which one. There are 8. 1, 2. Where's the others then? Oh, I see. When you said above the, I assumed you were talking about that one, but it's not. It's that one. Yeah. So, yeah, yams we definitely can't place yet. So, Mark has got... Mark E54 has got One Who Waits in France. What is the first letter? Is it C? It is C. Because it's probably going to be this one. One Who Waits in France gives up on seeds, climbing steep rock. Next letter, please. Oh, that's true, Gatus. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, there's only one that starts with Y, and that is yams. CR. One Who Waits in France gives up on... I don't know it. I'm going to put yams in. Yams. Whoopsie. So we do have an MU coming up somewhere. Probably here. Yams is done. Stock issue is done. Another look at 16. No good Nick starting to lift bent lock. So Dan could be the no good Nick. Starting to lift his L, so no good Nick. Dangerous sort. Starting to lift bent lock. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that I can put in the grid, really. Can Malcolm... Do we know where Malcolm can go yet? Oh, probably not. No, we don't. Oh, that's a good spot. Yes. That's looking potentially promising. Godsent being in that last row. I like that. In that case, I'm very much hoping that this is Malcolm because he can't go here. But let's all root for Malcolm going here. It's not impossible. M-A-L-C. It's not impossible. Oh. I wasn't watching earlier. I do apologise. Do apologise. I think what I need to do is put them in their lengths as well. So, and more. Ah, of course, that's gone. What's the best way to do this? So there's your 4. Howdy, Clayzor. It was lovely to have you on the stream on Tuesday. Gosh, that seems such like a long time ago. Hope you're doing all right. How are you doing tonight? That's no good. Unborn. This is what I want to do, but it's not particularly great. Oh, you're so welcome, and you're more than welcome back. Ruby Red, we must be able to get into the grid, surely. Oh, yeah, we've got it in the grid. There we go. So that's fine. Nestler could well go here. So let's start putting possibles in here. Godsent. The possibles are written in lowercase. So have we got an E and a T there? For a sci-fi movie, after the stranger picks time breakers. So I think the sci-fi movie is E.T. It's after the anagrammed. And it picks time. So we put the letter T in there or something like that. So F. It's not that. But... So that could be learned. And then that is 6 and begins with A. So if we got... Oh, amours I appear to have got rid of. But that is where amours can then go. Okay. So that's starting to look useful. Amours. So ER. Or ER something T. It's one of those two. Ersatz. Erupt. So the gimmick of this one, for anyone who's joined, is that the X's are representing words that could represent X. So we've got ruby red, buy can be X. Bedtime's story, times is there. Stock issue, that's a kiss. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more of these still to find. But we haven't got a great hit rate in the clue area yet. But we will. We will. Inca and Kino, those are 4 letters that don't go there. But we know we've got an ER something 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 T going on, if that is all correct. Do we have anything that ends D something N? Do we have something that ends D something N? No. Do we have a ting? Oh, opted in. Ah, okay. So if we have opted in, that D is definitely there, then that's going to be very useful, isn't it? P and 6 letters. And we've got either Pierce or prompt, but that's good. Then we've got another one of those. Do we have something ending in IL? Anything ending in IL? Not yet. But I feel, given that we have Pierce or prompt, I-E-R-C-E, prompt. It feels good. Got a 7 there with an O in that position. Oh, yeah. Let's put Malcolm up here. And then that gives us an M, 6 letters. Oh, I haven't got enough things. But then there's our AC/DC. This is starting to look all right. Learned won't go there. That'll be Le Carré. Okay, here we go. Capital time. Le Carré. AC/DC. And there's your Inca. And there's our Malcolm. Malcolm at the top there. Very disappointing. So have we got a 4-letter word? Oh, it's this one that I don't know. But Inca is. So we've got Malcolm, AC/DC, Le Carré. You are all used. That's excellent. 39. Okay, I wanted this to be like moats maybe, but strong hints there, please, Warble J. Okay, opted in, I'm happy with. So let's put opted in. That's down here. Mesa crosses the CE. Okay. I'll take your... Oh, and then you get the CR. Yeah, okay. What is that? It's and lit. What? Oh, okay, okay. Something atoms. Something atoms. It's bits of matter anagrammed, and then something atoms. So R-O... No. R-E-T-F-B-I. Ugh. 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 It's got to start with... Oh, none of the letters. It's got to start with that. Oh dear. Right, well, I will move on from that one. Let's see what else we can get. So let's say... Are we sure about Nestle? Oh, I could start with N, yeah. As you can tell, I'm very much struggling on this one, so stronger hints on some of the clues, please. Let's have stronger hints on this 39. Bits of matter and stuff. Oh, muons. It's the first letters. Okay. Where's that going to go? There. Muons. And we're going to say that God sent is good as well. God sent. So muons. God sent. And Inca I think I've already done, yeah, and I haven't marked it, so that's good. That amours is probably right. That learned is probably right. So let's say that the learned is right. And the amours is right. Learned and amours. Okay, now I'm back with you. 18 is amazing. Got the sci-fi movie. Right. Hints, please. Is it an anagram of for a sci-fi movie after the? Oh, it's Pix Time Breakers. Oh, okay. Pix Time Breakers. And it's going to be a sci-fi movie. And Empire Strikes Back. Wow. So that is going to go here. Empire Strikes Back. Woohoo! That is an anagram. So that means we've got something wrong if we need an ER. Because there is... Oh, no. That just means that's wrong. Empire Strikes Back. And it's so long that it's not even going to fit on your screen. So that's looking suspiciously there-shaped. We've got an S with 6 letters. Do we have that yet? That's got to be... Yeah, I'm going to go for it. And A and 6 letters must be the armpit. And we can then fit in the... That's going to be ing. We can fit the Pierce in from Franklin Pierce. So we've got Pierce and armpit. That's going to go there. There's your chili con carne, made with real carnival workers. Kino goes here. So that goes there. Does that mean that we're fixed last to go up here? Have we got any more 4s? I think last might go up the top there. Bondman. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it wasn't Bond, but Bondman. Fair enough, Ski. What is that? What is that? That is going to either be this clue or this. Embroil. Has to be embroil. Because that's ousting. So getting rid of is ousting. Outing with S in it. That is that. So the pleasant trip is an outing. The last of joints is S. Put that in, and we're getting rid of that. Is ousting. So embroil. Lime around bro. Backwards. Retro green. Okay, so that type of green is lime, and it's around your bud, your bro. I can actually do both of these, can't I? Okay. What is that? Is it this one? Northward chasing Jamaican fellow. Is that going to be like Marn? So like Marnum, M-A-R-N-U-M. Is it that? That's my guess. Is there an Asian people called Marnum? There is not. But there is a magnum, which is a large container of alcohol made from revolutionary bean. Variety is for me. How is that? How does that work? Mung bean. And then how does the AM come from? Where does that come from? Is for me. I am. Ah, of course. Yep. So that is magnum. Nestler we can put in and have put in. So let's just make that certain. So we've got something ON. We've got ER something NT, which must go here or well, it must go there surely. No good, Nick. Starting to lift L. So no, that's going to be C something as well because we've got two entries that have to be 4 letters and start with C. Okay, right. I've been ignoring the chat. Sorry. A tress of hair. I'm darting all over the place, and so are you lot. So where are we going to go? Arch and Caters have just both got 20, so let's do that. First letter, please. Is it fouling? Oh, it's E. E's out of bounds. Exiled? Xing out or something? What's a part of hospital? Wing. Cursed wing. And what's being done there? Cursing wing. Swearing wing. Cursing wing is it's got to be or an E. So it's an ER. So ER is the US for A&E. ER curse. ER. Oh, it's got to be the NT. Rant. So it's an ER rant. There we go. And errant is that. So this is the no good Nick, I imagine. A curl is a lock. Start to lift is L, and a no good Nick is a cur. So that is your curl. So a lock of hair there. So that is the CR something. Do we have we had pierce earlier? Does that mean so this has to be prompt? Oh yes, there is a pon. So we can get that. Okay. Getting there now. We are getting there. What is this? So this is going here. So this is the Asian people. Plod along northward chasing the Jamaican fellow. Mon, is that your Jamaican fellow? Plod along, stomp. More arduous. Trudge. It's got to start with S. If you plod, you trudge, you stomp, you... Mon... Slog. It's a slog, so it's Mongols. Mongols. We've got that. So slog is going backwards and it's all after Mon. Okay, so this one is this one. A second manifestation of Christ ends ills in stories about saving a lot of people. Schindler's List. Schindler's List, but why? Why is X chin? SCHINDLE. Kai. It's looking like Kai. Oh, that's painful. That's painful. Like, okay, I'm enjoying that one. Schindler's List. Yeah, there we go. How does it actually work? How does the clue actually work? Schindler's List. So it's an anagram of Christ. Christ ends ills. Sorry, I missed it. Absolutely missed it. Terrible. If only there's going to be a second crossword. Sorry. So we're unborn now fits here. So we've got, for example, strip involving run. That's going to start with S or T or U. For example, strip involving run. I want it to be stripe. But it isn't. Evening, Triple. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hang on. L'Oreal. L'Oreal will fit there. Let's see what we haven't. We've got what we haven't used. Lass is indeed that top one. I thought it was earlier, but I wasn't confident enough to put it in. And so I think we've got everything. So we've still got this clue. Decide to bind gagged teen loosely. That's this. It just feels like... It looks like, feels like an anagram to me. This is apogeel, which I somehow have deleted. Oh, I know why I deleted that. That was me getting too excited earlier. So we do have lots of G's in there. So decide to bind. Is it to bind gagged teen? Something gauged. Oh, get engaged. And there's your 10. Get 10 engaged. That's your anagram of. So decide to bind is your definition. Gagged teen, anagram of that, get engaged. And there's your 10. So crag must go here. Why is it one who waits in France gives up on climbing steep rock? Garçon minus the on. Get engaged. And delete that. And it looks like streak. Maybe. What's this last clue? For example, strip. That's strip involving... So is that steak with an R in becoming streak? So steak is a strip involving... Yeah, there we go. And that, with a few missteps along the way, is, what was it called again? X Games by Roger Wolff. A strip steak is a food. Did not know that. Very nicely done in terms of each of these X's stands for something that can represent X. So Schindler's List, that X is Chi. Get Engaged, that X is 10. Ruby Red, that X is Buy. Empire Strikes Back, that X is a strike. Bedtimes Story, that is times. And Stock Issue, that X is a kiss.